but I see my future here in Malaysia. So that was kind of how the conversation ended.
Hai kepada semua followers di Harimau Malaya. Okay, hari ni bersama dengan saya Myra, host anda, dan kita tahu tahun 2023 baru saja kita melabuhkan tirai untuk Liga Super. So kita ada berbaki lebih kurang dari mungkin kurang daripada 5 bulan untuk 2024. So hari ni kita ada Temubual eksklusif bersama dengan salah seorang player dari KLCT, iaitu Giancarlo Gallifuoco. Hi Gigi, how are you?
Hello Myra, how are you? I'm great. I'm great. I'm back home.
Did I pronounce your name correctly this time?
Yes, you said it very good. But I must say that Malaysians pronounce my name perfectly.
Okay.
So you said it very good.
So I made it, yeah?
Yeah, you passed.
Thanks. Okay, so you must be in Australia right now and with your family. So thank you so much for joining us today, Gigi.
My pleasure. Okay. Thank you for the invite.
All right. Okay, so let's recap a bit about KLCT for this season. All right. KLCT had 10 wins out of 26 matches this year for Super League. And how do you think the performance of KLCT in 2024 compared to previous years?
Yeah, it was a strange year. You know, I think Myra, I think KL City has had so much success in the last 3 years that it's strange to see how we've always demanded more of ourselves. Unfortunately, when you get successful, you want more success and then more success and then more success. When I first came here 3 years ago, they were telling me that the project was to just not get relegated, that KL City was a small club, they just wanted to be safe. And then we won the Malaysia Cup. The next year we got to the AFC Cup final. And then this year we got to the FA Cup final. So to say it was unsuccessful, I don't think I can say that. But in the league, I believe that every year, as a club with a small budget, of course, we have a small team. So sometimes we can't withstand all the competitions at the same time. So it seems as though every year we've almost fell in one part as we succeeded in another. So I think the season was consistent with the last 3 years. We've come 6th, 6th, and 7th. So I think I hope that every city boy and every city girl knows that you're coming to the stadium and you know that 1 out of every 2 games we're going to win. You're going to enjoy yourself and we'll play for you. And beautifully, you know, we've had 3 finals in 3 years. So we've had something to cheer about. But I hope that in 2024, maybe with a little bit more depth, and if the club stabilizes a little bit, maybe we can push up a little bit higher.
Okay, so overall, are you satisfied with your team's performance, and what do you think can be improved for next season, in your opinion?
In my opinion, I'm very satisfied, very proud. We have 2 players that have gone to the national team. Azim, who's gone to the national team under 23s. You can tell from the transfers that have happened lately and players that have left that, you know, the players have performed excellently. But I hope in 2024, I'm sure everybody in Football Malaysia knows that we've faced some financial difficulties. So I hope that stabilizes, you know. Just like you're passionate about your job. You want to come to your job and you don't want to feel the factors of outside things. Of course, that would affect you. If you had problems at home or problem with your finances, you wouldn't be able to work to the best of your ability. So I just hope for 2024, I do think, to answer your question, I'm proud of my team and I feel like they have done well. I feel it's another good year. We have another silver medal on the wall. But I just hope in 2024 that everything happening in the background can be stable and we can just concentrate on football.
Okay. So which games are the most memorable for you this year, and like maybe perhaps winning against top 5 teams like Sabah and Kedah before?
Yeah, the Sabah game was a beautiful game. Obviously the standout for me was the FA Cup. We knocked out Sabah in Sabah. That was nice. Then we knocked out Terengganu in Terengganu. That was very nice. And we went toe to toe with Johor in Johor. So that's probably my three favorite games. In the league, there were some beautiful ones. We had a 3-0 win against Perak in Perak. That was another lovely game. But if I had to say the standout game, I'd probably say the Terengganu game. 40,000 people screaming. I have to take a penalty to decide whether we win or we lose, and I score. That was a very, very nice memory that I get to have for the rest of my life.
So how are you feeling when facing like 40,000 fans in the stadium, Terengganu, that time?
Yeah, there's a bit of pressure. But to be honest, I don't know why. There's some great players that they really don't like penalties. They don't like that kind of thing. Thank you, by the grace of God, I've been very lucky so far. 3 years in a row, I've had this penalty, and I just really enjoy it. This is what you work so hard for your whole life, to have these games with thousands of people watching. So I don't see it as pressure. I see it as a gift.
Let's recap about last year issues. As you said earlier, KL had some salary issues. So does this issue actually affect the performance of the players mentally?
Of course, I would be lying if I said it didn't. I would be lying. But the strange thing about football that people don't understand is that unfortunately not everybody makes the same money as Cristiano Ronaldo. So when there's certain players in the team and salaries are maybe 1 month late, 2 months late, maybe 3 months late, there will be a tier of players who are okay. But there will be a tier of players at the bottom who are young, upcoming players, and 3 months without a salary, 2 months without a salary can really affect them. And they're only human. And unfortunately, as much as football is this beautiful gift, it's also their job. So it does affect them. It weighs heavy on them. People rely on them. Some of them have babies. Some of them try to help their parents. Some of them try to help their friends. So I would not lie. It does affect the team. But I'm very, very grateful to have 25 players who I've known for 3 years now, like family. We tried to help each other out as much as we could. We tried to focus on the football. And I hope that they felt that I was always there for them. I always tried to help them as much as I could. And these kind of moments, you see how unified you are. And, you know, that we had issues and we still got to a final. We had issues. We still did decent in the league. So it does affect you, but I'm proud to say that my team still went out there and gave 150%.
So even though there were issues before and Cal City players still worked together and they were energetic during the game. So what is the factor that contributes to this? Like probably good chemistry or teamwork, in your opinion?
Yeah, I think it's chemistry. Camaraderie. You know, it was my daughter's birthday the other day. She turned 1, beautiful little girl. And my phone was flooded with messages from my teammates. And some of these teammates don't speak perfect English. So we can only connect through the field, but this is the kind of brotherhood that we have at KL City. You know, I speak volumes of Akram Mahinan, but that's a player to me who I see like family. And when you're just like your office, I know you guys have a tight knit group. It's the same thing. When somebody's down, the other 10, the other 12, the other 20 are going to help them. And so in this financial situation, there was times when players had to lean on other players, but fortunately we have a very, very close bond, and we were able to get through it.
Okay, so a few people like Kevin, Coach Boyan already left the club. Romel is leaving too. Again, you've been here since 2021 with them, winning Piala Malaysia and AFC Cup runner-up last year, right? Okay, so you must have had good memories with them. And how were you feeling when they left?
Yeah, it it was strange.
Mhm.
It was strange. Coaches become like a father figure. So Boyan was 3 years. He was like my dad, yell at me every day and tell me what to do, and discipline me. But when he left, we had a good conversation, and he spoke to me and Kevin. So it was hard to see him leave, but every chapter has to come to an end. I understand that. Kevin left as well, who was a close friend of mine. Played so many games together. But unfortunately, this is football. It's always changing, always rotating. It's a strange life where you spend so much time with each other, and then maybe you don't see that person again. But like I knew he would, Coach Boyan has gone over there and done excellently, and I wish him all the best. And hopefully, KL City can continue to thrive without him.
Okay, so are they still in contact with you and sharing their experience playing in the Indonesian leagues?
Yeah, I spoke a lot with Boyan because at one point he was we were talking about whether I was if I wanted to join him. So we had a bit of a conversation there. But I see my future here in Malaysia, so that was kind of how the conversation ended. And he's enjoying himself. He's doing really well. Everybody enjoys themselves when they're winning. So he's doing very, very well. Kevin's played 2 games now. I think a loss and a draw, so he hasn't got to the point yet where he's going to really be feeling the love. But that will come. Kevin's an excellent keeper. But they've told me many things about Indonesia. Fortunately, I played for Australia against Indonesia in Indonesia. So I already know a little bit about the crazy football culture there. Boyan and Kevin and they already know of it, but they love it, and they will love it.
Do they mention to you about the difference between Indonesian fans and Malaysian fans?
They told me Indonesian fans are crazy. They spoke to me a little bit about the league, the pace. I don't know if Kevin was lying, but he said it's a bit colder there. But they said the football culture there is very intense, which is beautiful. As a footballer, you love that. But to be honest, I maybe it's just my biased love of Malaysia, but I have felt that love here. So I just told you before about playing a game in front of a packed stadium in Terengganu. So for me, the Indonesian League looks incredible, and I wish them all the best of luck. But I prefer Malaysian fans.
Okay, now after Coach Boyan left, right? Coach Nenad took over. So what's the difference in coaching style under Coach Nenad compared to Coach Boyan, in your opinion?
Nenad gives you a lot more freedom. So Coach Boyan is an instructor, and Coach Nenad is a facilitator. So, for example, Coach Boyan would be telling you, hey, these are the questions you need to ask. This is how you need to sit, and this is how you need to look. Nenad is the kind of coach that will say, hey, I want you to have the best interview. How do you think you can get it? How do you think you can do it? In what way should you ask a question? And so I love both the styles of coaching. I believe that both of them are fantastic managers, but I think the best is yet to come with Nenad. I believe if he stays, I don't know about his future at KL. Obviously, I hope he stays. I believe if he stays, he'll be a fantastic coach, because he has incredible man managing skills. Nenad takes a lot of time to meet with each person, try to get you in the best mind frame to be the best player, to try to get you in the best position to play, to understand his style. So for me, that's the main difference. Whereas Boyan has a plan, and you have to fit into his plan. Whereas Nenad wants us all to kind of express ourselves and play better together. It's a bit freer.
So which coaching style? You're okay, suitable with both coaching style.
Yeah. I'm not gonna choose one. But I have incredible respect for both of them. And yeah, I don't mind playing either.